This is Heavy Release Radar, a weekly look at new heavy releases worth your time. Week 5 was so stacked that this became a two-parter. This is part 1 for January 29th through February 4th, 2026. Eximperitus released Meritoriousness of Equanimity. This Belarusian duo sits deep in the technical, hyper-precise, brutal death metal lane. What stood out immediately is the control. It's complex and aggressive, but never feels sloppy or overwhelming. This is a serious record, and it sets the tone for the entire week. Stabbing dropped Eon of Obscenity. These Texans are way more feral. What stood out is the sheer violence. It's relentless, uncomfortable, and doesn't give you much room to breathe. If you're looking for something that just goes straight for the throat, this is it. Nightmare released the Hell Interface EP. This is shorter, but no less intense. What stood out here is how unsettling it feels. It's chaotic, abstract, and genuinely uncomfortable in the best way. This one will terrify you. Gibbeting released Execution Rampage. This is slam done right. What stood out immediately is the groove, especially that dodgeball-style snare that gives everything a ridiculous amount of bounce. Heavy, fun, and way better executed than it has any right to be. Skulls dropped Abyss calls to Abyss. These Italians bring things back into a slower, heavier space. What stood out is the weight. It feels massive and deliberate, like being bludgeoned with a sledgehammer rather than thrown into a meat grinder. This is oppressive in the best way. Profane Elegy released Herezjarcha. This is a darker, more ritualistic kind of heavy, Pennsylvania black metal to be specific. What stood out is the atmosphere. It feels ominous and intentional, not just dark for darkness' sake. A perfect way to close out part 1. That's Heavy Release Radar, week 5, part 1. Part 2 covers the more atmospheric and genre-adjacent side of the week. That's coming tomorrow.